the Nagakota Civic Engagement Fund. The Nagakota Civic Engagement Fund, or in short CEF, is a joint initiative funded by the Embassy of Switzerland, Global Affairs Canada, and the European Union joining us very shortly as an additional partner. The CEF, the fund, supports different civil society organizations across Bangladesh, like MRDI and others, that work together to strengthen citizens' voice, representation, and participation in decision-making, and especially for women and marginalized communities. And currently, the CEF supports 26 projects led by 26 civil society organizations like MRDI, Way Foundation, DNet, and many others. Work together in collaboration, forming a network of over 120 civil society organizations, and continue to grow together. And the policy framework that is presented today under the CEF program is an umbrella under which many current and future activities are very much aligned with, as well as global principles. Because when I look at both global frameworks and digital participation, there are three key anchors that appear always, and this is people, pathways, and policy. Let's zoom in on them a bit. The e-participation framework that is going to present it very shortly starts from a very practical perspective. Participation only works when systems are built around people, when systems are built around citizens and who actually use them. And what's also interesting and also to see reflected in the policy framework itself is that it takes a human-centered design mindset, and it actually mentions it in the policy brief as well. It's focusing on co-creating with citizens, developing deep empathy with the citizens, and ensuring that the services that are created are actually addressing the needs of the citizens. And the framework is also very clear and very clear on inclusion, saying that meaningful e-participation must also reach marginalized communities and citizens who face greater digital barriers. And then as a second point, the pathways. Let's look at the pathways. The framework sets out that meaningful e-participation requires multiple challenges. It mentions a quadruple helix approach of different actors working together who are present here as well today, of actors of civil society organizations, the government, media, research institutions, and the private sector. And this we also see strongly reflected in the objectives of our Nagakota Civic Engagement Fund, where we aim and support civil society organizations to work closer together, and also civil society organizations working closer together with the government of Bangladesh. Bringing me to the third P, policies, because ultimately this is why we're all here today, for the handover of a policy framework that gives Bangladesh a clear foundation for a future national e-participation policy. And also, under the policy anchor, this is super important for the Nagakota Civic Engagement Fund, because the frameworks doesn't not only give the grantees and strategic partners a clear national reference, but also to other civil society organizations in Bangladesh for the kind of participation that they're already supporting. Might be, for example, helping citizens access information, organizing structured feedback processes, supporting local consultations, or co-creating solutions with public institutions for more accessibility, inclusion, and transparency, ultimately. And so as we celebrate this achievement of introducing and celebrating and showing and presenting the framework for the e-participation policy, me and I'm sure all of you are looking forward to see this journey from turning from a framework into an actual policy, so that those principles can guide the implementation for so many civil society organizations and others across governments in the years ahead.